Hi, my name is Amber Winton. I'm the CEO and founder of NextWork, and today I'm going to be answering some of your questions. Let's get into it. What's your favorite book? I'm a big book person. I love a lot of books. My favorite book, right now, I'm in my classical era of reading. So I'm trying to work my way through a whole bunch of classics, which are those timeless pieces that you hear about, but you've never really read. I really enjoyed Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. That was probably my favorite classical book that I've read so far. I just thought the story was really good. I found it very human, very relatable, pretty heart-reaching as a founder and someone who has a lot of ambition to go out and build things. I really connected to the main character. I just thought it was beautifully written. I really did enjoy that book. I'm a big fan of fiction. I read a lot of fantasy and sci-fi novels. There's ones that make you think. There's ones that are really enjoyable. Anything by Robin Hobb is pretty good. Anything by Brandon Sanderson, if you're looking for a really good fiction novel, is really good. If you're looking for more of a philosophical book, then Man's Search for Meaning and Meditations by Marcus Aurelius is two really fantastic books. If you're in your early 20s, I would really highly recommend The Defining Decade by Meg Jay. That's probably my most gifted book, is The Defining Decade. Just due to the friend group that I had, the age that I was, I got a lot of great reviews from other friends. So if you're in your early 20s, I would very highly recommend The Defining Decade. Oh, wait, there's another great one. This one's called How to Read a Book. And at the back of How to Read a Book is a list of what they call the greatest works ever written. I'm trying to work my way through that list and build my library around it. The book, How to Read a Book, actually has some really great tips and suggestions on how to read. And I just thought that if you could read well, then you could read well. You can read the words, you're not pointing your finger like 10 out of 10, you're doing well. Turns out not true. There's actually different ways that you can learn to get the most out of a book. How you read it, the way that you think about reading, the different ways that you go through a book, the questions that you ask, even down to the time that you spend and whether you take note from a book or not. All of this was actually really interesting for me. How to get the most out of a book. There is an art to it. There is a science to it. And you can get better at reading. And this book, How to Read a Book, actually teaches you how. It's an old book, but if you want to get better at reading, then there's a book on it. Then my favorite business books, I really liked Setting the Table by Danny Myers. Really great book on customer service. If you want a book on putting the customer at the center of it, then that one's great. And then Small Giants is also a fantastic business book. Probably one of my most read business books. Why companies choose to be great instead of big, I think is the subtitle. Small Giants. That one's really fantastic.